Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the fourth president of Republic of Kenya, has been taking a low profile, with Kenyans across the country second guessing what exactly is his wish, what exactly is his next move, which probably is asking for more, because he must not necessarily make any move because he's not going to seek any elective post. But there have been a little bit of many questions on where does Raila's AU bid put him there. But I don't want to look at that. I want to look at today, Mucheru, the cabinet secretary who worked with Uhuru Kenyatta to the last day in charge of ICT. Mucheru lost his mother, and there was a ceremony that was being conducted here in in one of the Catholic parish here in Nairobi. I can't remember it well. And one of the guests that was there is the former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And I know that times of grief, people come together. It's African law and written law. It's customary. And of course, it's not the first time. We saw when Magoha passed on, Ruto's cabinet came through, and even during just recently 2 weeks ago, Kingori, the former police boss, he also attended the burial, and also the wife to immediate majority leader was also there, and he attended that ceremony. So during that event, I saw this photo, and amongst people that were attending is Raphael Tuju, Eugene Wamalwa, there is Margaret Kobia, Dr. Margaret Kobia, Samuel Pogisho, immediate majority leader when in the Senate. Mutahi Kagwe was also present, and nearly half of Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinet were there, especially even the ones that were coming from Mount Kenya, including Peter Munya, especially the ones that were coming from Mount Kenya. And this is coming because we have seen a couple of these cabinet members coalescing around Uhuru Kenyatta and in the latest political developments. In fact, I want to play you a soundbite of Mutahi Kagwe. He was speaking somewhere in Meru, where he decided to hit William Ruto on the bottom-up economic model.
Ama unataka mtoto akuwe hasla. Wewe inua mkono juu kama unataka mtoto akuwe hasla. Mimi sioni mkono. Wajua sisi tukiombea watu, sisi watu wa Mlima Kenya, tukiomba Mungu, tukiombea mtoto mama ambaye ni mzito, tunamuombea, tunasema Ngai wake renyaga otaithia mutimia wacio atiare gitoga. Ati aciare ke gitoga, aciare mutongoria, ati aciare ke mutongoria, na aciare a warrior. Jamba Raingo Ila tiguo Tugaga aciara Raingo Aciara gitoga na aciara ke Jamba itoga na atongoria. Ila tiguo toyaga nimokwa twambiriria kuhara andu matuike hasra eto kauga terere mwathani Ngai mutimia ucio we na ihu we na nda aciare hasra. Mnataka hiyo? Hiyo mnataka? Haya basi.
So this has been going on, and I've realized that trend, that the same members, a section of Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinet are still coalescing around him. I want us to look at this. I know there is a personal difference. There is a personal touch, personal connection. But there is more than what catches the eye. Now, Uhuru, and look at the recent one is NADCO. Uhuru's person in NADCO committee was Eugene Wamalwa. And after the end and that NADCO report, Eugene Wamalwa, amongst all the committee members, I do believe that Eugene Wamalwa represented Uhuru Kenyatta in person there. He decided to reject the report and stood his own ground. I've seen analysts arguing that probably he's trying to establish his own political niche or so, but again, he was the voice of Uhuru Kenyatta. But in a very interesting turn of events, Jeremiah Kiuni, who is the Secretary General of Jubilee Party, a party that belongs to Uhuru Kenyatta, attended the State House event when the report was submitted to President Ruto. So that really happened. Uhuru Kenyatta is believed to be remotely behind Uhuru Kenyatta's Raila Odinga's AHC chairperson candidacy, but working behind the scene. Many members, and I want us to look at this, why this coalescing is actually something that I want us to pay attention to. Many members of Uhuru Kenyatta's council, inner circle, were mad with some corruption accusations by Kenya Kwanza. The same Mucheru was accused of meddling with elections. Some were even accused of some corruption, especially the ones on agriculture. I still don't believe why Kenya Kwanza has never prosecuted Mutahi Kagwe, because during campaigns, Kimani Chungu was reminding the country about COVID billionaires and how people that benefited from the COVID billions were going to be prosecuted when Kenya Kwanza gets to power. But all that has never been it. So you will understand why, as much as there are some that are still making mixed moves. Some want to be with William Ruto, some still want to stick with Uhuru Kenyatta. But the presence of Uhuru Kenyatta and the essence of some of his cabinet members still coalescing around him is something that you cannot underestimate. And that is why I want us to look into in this video. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and like our videos. And of course, thank you very much for supporting this podcast. Now, Uhuru influence in some sectors of this economy is also an essential asset for some of these cabinet members. Look, for example, Tuju. Tuju was even facing some auction over some loan facility that was linked to a local bank. And it is believed that the person that saved Tuju from all that chaos and even that auction is the former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Because Uhuru Kenyatta has that link. He's one of the biggest investors in the banking sector and in other sectors. So they understand that by the virtue of him being the president, the former president, he still have links within. And I can tell you, it is normally very important because in government can hit you indirectly. They must not come and, apart from those, high profile cases like placing, looking for guns in people's houses. No, there is soft, because all these investments by these fellows are just within this country. Some policies can even be passed in some sectors simply to target one person who is believed to be the largest shareholder or someone having a very big share in a specific sector. So that Uhuru's influence in some sectors of the economy, because some of these fellows also invested in this country, is why they also have to coalesce around president. Number two, there are also members of Uhuru Kenyatta's inner core that still have ambitions, that are still looking at aspiring to seek some elective positions in the country, probably in the future. So what does Uhuru bring on board? Uhuru also can open funding opportunities. Yes, can even fund some of these fellows that are still pushing their ambition. So that is why, apart from all that, Uhuru Kenyatta is a powerhouse with a network beyond this country, and you cannot underestimate his influence in terms of this, because our politics is also predominantly money. Number three, I am also seeing Uhuru as a silent shield on some cabinet members when William Ruto, because William Ruto can always try to revenge. We saw that with Matiang'i. There was a revenge mission on Matiang'i. You cannot underestimate that. There is a very big revenge mission on Matiang'i. And Uhuru is silently around when, and I remember when, not even Matiang'i, look at the treasury, you know, when control of budget, I think, Margaret Nyakango raised some questions about how she was coerced to make some, to approve some money last days of Uhuru Kenyatta and all that. They tried to implicate the treasury, Ukuri Yatanyi, by then, who was in charge of treasury by then. But all that boiled down to, you're hitting Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta is also a silent shield, because sometimes when you try to hit these people and it comes into the picture, the whole country will see you're just doing bravado and targeting Uhuru Kenyatta. Lastly, Uhuru has the potential of disorganizing Ruto's status quo in Mount Kenya. He has big potential. Looking at the current developments, the rebellion that is going on, the protest and Ruto policies, the tax and the failures in the agricultural sector, which is predominantly a big economic activity in Mount Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta has a chance to come back and get a big chunk of support from Mount Kenya. And that is why, especially politicians coming from that region understand very well that Kenya Kwanza is running in a very dangerous path of us versus them, what Ruto did and what Uhuru did. And with that, in case they fail, people will feel like, oh, Uhuru Kenyatta was not such a bad person, can come back. For example, people like Mutahi Kagwe from Nyeri can come back and make a political comeback. You seeing successfully being able to show Uhuru Kenyatta had a better card than William Ruto. Thank you, guys.
Hi guys, so I'm so happy finally the February project is done. I know most of us have been talking about this. We did know it will come to fruition, but I'm in Mama Lucy and I've managed to get 13 out. Yes, I was planning for 7, but who knows, God has another way of doing his own things. That we managed to our to 13, and apart from that, we've also done some food stuff, because you know these guys hawa mambo wamekuwa hospitali for long na hawajakuwa wakifanya kazi. So what we decided is whatever has remained, we do some food stuff for them. And I'm just so happy that they are going home, wanted to reunite with the rest of their family. Some have been here for long, so I just want to say thank you on behalf of Bold Charity Network, my family, myself, and everyone. In whatever way you've come through this, nasema santeni sana. These women are out. Now I'll just give 2 or 3 chances. Waseme tu kitu moja. You can just say thank you. Tanzania huyu.
Tumeshukuru. Okay, my name is Oduor. Tumeshukuru kwa kuja kututoa huku. Tumekaa huku for long na the bill was too much yenye hatungeweza kuafford. But Bold Charity Network imekuja ikatutoa na tunasema ni asante.
Naitwa Teresia Wanjiru ama Mama Favor. Nataka kuambia asante kwa sababu bili ilikuwa mob, singeweza kulipa, but kwa ajili ya Mungu ati ni mimi natoka. Asante, God bless you all.
Haya, huyu. Nani mwingine anaweza ongea? Wewe, sio? Sema kitu.
Sema tu asante.
Mimi cha kuwashukuru ni kusema asante kwa Mungu. Tumekuwa huku for a long time. Kama mimi nilidischangiwa on 15, nimeng'ang'ana, nikang'ang'ana, nikapata, nikalipa, nikaambiwa nirudi kwa ward. Saa hii I'm very happy. Niko out, nitaenda sasa kuungana na familia yangu. Asanteni sana.
Mimi naitwa Lydia Chelimo. Bili yangu ilitoka date 16. But singe manage kulipa, but God ameniwezesha nimetoka huku, ndatoka leo. Nimeshukuru sana na nimefurahi.
Yeah, so guys, that was it. I had to give you this confirmation that finally to manage and may God meet you in the hour of need. I spent 2 days here listening to their stories, and their stories are testament of how we need to come for the society. For all those who participated in this Bold Charity Network, this was our CSR for the month of February. Akimbarikiwe. We will do this next time. Asanteni sana. I'm more happy than them. Asanteni. Sawa.